Hello, yes it's me, zu-wii-mama, and yet again I am back with another mob tutorial video for you today, and I figured I'd fly in from this direction because, as you know, if I flew from the other way, we're going to be spending all day long just looking at all these mobs that we're flying past. So this way's a little bit quicker because I actually started, we've already built this mob actually. Obviously it's the Creeder that you can see on the thumbnail, so it's not too far down the road here. And here we go, look at that. So, if any of you are unaware, the Creeder is a mob from Minecraft Story mode, and I seen this guy on there on the Minecraft wiki, and I thought it looked absolutely amazing. I love the colours on this guy, and I love how the red just pops as well. And I just love the fact that it's a spider mixed with a creeper. I mean, that's kind of crazy, right? That is just a bizarre thing to have, just a creeper head and torso with spider legs. But hey, it works. I think it looks great, and it's definitely up there with one of the most favourite mobs that I've done. And it's quite similar to obviously what they did with the Enderman, mixed with a creeper, I guess, isn't it? A creeper head and an Enderman's body. So yeah, I like what they do there. I really like how they do mix various ones in. But anyway, enough of me talking. Let's get down to the colours, shall we? 270 grey wool, 355 grey concrete, 291 cyan terracotta, 30 light grey wool, 114 light grey concrete, 30 red concrete, and finally 14 red wool. And I just want to say that these numbers might not be 100% exact, but they are very close. Okay, so first things first, do not use pink blocks like I am. I'm just using that to show you what we're doing. So we're going to be going up, and on the 7th block up, we're going to start building, okay? So the 7th block up off the floor, we're going to start building, and we're going to go across by 8, and then we're going to swing on around to the back by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's an 8 by 4 rectangle we're going to be building basically. And then we're going to go up by a total of 14 blocks. And I just want to say, do not use pink blocks. It's just there as a measuring tool. We will be actually using proper colours. But all I'm doing is showing you how big this build is, because now what we're going to do, you know the dimensions. If you're new around here, all you need to do is pause the video, copy that pattern down that you see there, so you can see we use what colours and what blocks we need. Spin on round once you've done that side to this side, which again, it's a 4 by 14 high structure, and then copy that pattern down. And then all you're going to do is, at your leisure, take your time, you no need to rush, unpause it, move on to this back section now, and then copy the pattern down. It's really simple. I'm a genius, I'm telling you. Why has no one else ever done this sort of thing before in Minecraft? I don't know. Sometimes I just think, you know, it's so much easier this is. And then spin on around to the final side, and there we go, pause. Okay, well done if you got to this point. That is a breeze. We've practically done the actual main part of the body now. So what we're going to do is pop on this guy's head, because what is a Creeder without no head? Well, in fact, I don't know what it's called, but anyway. So what you're going to do is from the side of the body here, it's going to be a 8 by 8 tall structure, so 8 across, so it should be overhanging the front and back by 2 blocks, and it should be in flush with the body there, in line with the body. Okay, and then we're going to go up by 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you've got your dimensions. So if you imagine that was all them lines were connected up, that would be an 8 by 8 cube. And then all you need to do now is pause the video, so you can see we've got red concrete, we've got red wool there, we've got the grey concrete, light grey concrete, terracottas in there as well. So practically all the blocks are there apart from the red stuff on this side. There we go, looking good. Spinning on around to the back, again a similar story. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this build, but I really love the blend of the greys on this build. I don't know, they just all sort of tie in quite nicely, and then that touch of red as well on the Creeder's eyes and down the side of the body and bits on the leg. I think it just looks amazing. This is definitely probably up there with one of my favourite mobs, just because it's quite unusual as well. It's a spider mixed with a creeper. I mean, how awesome is that? Okay, now once we've done the final panel, we're going to now spin to the front where the face is, and then looking down from the top there, looking down, down, we're going to put on the final panel, and that is the head done. So we've done the body, we've done the head, and pretty much now it's all like, this is the tricky part actually, it's the legs. But anyway, I just want to show you underneath here, I've actually used cyan terracotta just to fill in the gaps there that you'll have either side of the head there. But if you want to put in a different bit of colour, then go for it. Okay, so things are going to get a little bit tricky here because we're doing the legs. So what I'm going to do is mark out from this white block on the corner, we're going to come all the way down to the floor, and then from this point we're going to count 11 blocks in total. Okay, I've just switched to the blue just so we can count it out, and then from this corner again we can count 11 blocks in total, including that first blue one, all the way across. Once you've done that, on that 11th block, I want you to place a cube, and it has to be there, so it should be overhanging the front by 1. That's very important for the dimensions and when the leg connects up shortly. Okay, so it's very important you get this right. So come all the way to the floor, 11 blocks in total towards you. Okay, once you got there, we're going to go 11 blocks in total the other way across. Okay, and then on the 11th block, okay, that's very important, on the 11th block I want you to place 2 and then 2 in front of that line we've done. Okay, so you should have in front of them lines, you should have a 2x2 cube. Okay, from here now, from this cube, okay, so from this cube here, we're now going to count out 23 blocks. Okay, so on that 23rd block, we're going to be building from. So it's a 22 block gap as in essence, but on the 23rd block, we're actually going to be doing another cube. Okay, so we're going to replicate that on the opposite side as well. And like I said, you can use any block you want. You can use dirt, you can use any other block, but obviously this pink and blue that I'm using at the minute, I will be getting rid of it, alright? So just don't think that's staying there, okay? It's nothing to do with the build, it's just purely there as a measuring tool. So on the 23rd block, we're going to do another cube, okay? And that should be in line with that back one, and in line with the front one. Okay, and then we can actually get rid of all these, alright? So I'll just speed things up a little bit because you don't want to watch me doing that. It's very, very, very boring. Although it's very satisfying actually watching it in quick motion. There we go. Now from the front of the build, we're going to do that column all the way down again. But from this time, we're going to count out a total of 14 blocks. Okay, and once you reach that 14th block, we're going to stop there and go 1 block behind, and we're going to do a row of 3 and then another row of 3, so it's a 3x2 rectangle. And we're going to do the same from this point as well, so from the center underneath here all the way down, and then from there count that as 14 in total all the way across. And then once we get to the end, we're now going to go behind that by 1 block, and then do our rectangle 1, 2, 3 by 3, and that should line up with the one that we've already previously done as well. And again, you can actually get rid of all this now because we're not going to be needing that for the remainder of the build. But as you can see now, nicely spaced out, and that's where the feet are going to start. Okay, so things get a little bit confusing here, so I just can't stress that enough. I'm using 2 different colours for now just to make things a little bit easier, but I recommend you using grey concrete through the whole process of this, alright? So come up by 3x2 cube, and then what I want you to do is do the same again from the corner block like that. So you should have 2 interlinking 3x2. From this corner, again, come up by 2, and then drop it down by 1 from the side there, and again, come up, so it should be 3 all the way up, and it's a 3x2 rectangular cube. Again, from that corner here, 1, and we're just going to do a smaller one this time, which is just a little 2x2 cube. Again, interlinking with that previous one. And this one, again, interlinking from the top here. We're going to go up by 2 this time, and then up from 1 from the side. There we go, like that. Okay, so you can visually see what's going on here, can't you, right? And then back to our pink again. But like I said, you're going to be using your grey concrete. We're going to do a lovely little cube this time, a 2x2 cube. So you can see it's a mixture between the cubes and the rectangles we're making at the minute. So from this one, we're going to go up by 1, and then we're going to start from the base of this pink cube this time to make our 3x2 cube. Okay, so that one should be in line with that 2. And then this one, again, it should be in line with that other cube, and we're starting from the base of this one this time, okay, because the leg's like sort of arching back down itself now. Okay, now from here, so from the bottom of this cube, we're going to come down by 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do, again, yes, our rectangular box again, all the way down like that. There we go, and then you can fill that middle bit in there and miss that bit. There we go. Okay, looking good. You following me so far? Yeah, it's not too confusing at the minute, is it? From the bottom of this one, again, we're going to do our little 2x2 cube again. There we go. And then we got one more cube to do, and that's going to connect it to the main body. So what we do is just now connect there, and this is going to form another little 2x2 cube. There we go. And what I said is, like I said before, use grey concrete throughout this because that's going to be the predominant colour, and we will be obviously changing bits and pieces of it a little bit later on. Okay, so I'm just going to knock these out, obviously just purely the basis to show you so it's visually easier for you to understand what's going on here. So essentially all we're going to do is keep replicating that 3x2 rectangular pattern all the way up, and we're going to replicate that by a further 9 times. Okay, so we're on 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. This is number 5, number 6, and then this is 7 if I can place blocks right. That's 7, 8, and then final one's going to be number 9. And then once we get to this 9th one, we're now going to place a 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming across. Okay, and then on top of this one, right in the center, we're going to do another little 3x2 rectangular. And then underneath, skip 1 block in the center there, and then we're going to do another 3x2 rectangle. Okay, like that, looking good. And then underneath this, we're going to go with the back for the blue again, and we're going to do another rectangular there. And then final one is going to be just 2 blocks there. Okay, so far we've built 2 different types of legs, and guess what? That's the only 2 different types of legs we need to build for the rest of this build. So remember this first leg that we built, the corner leg, and it all goes in diagonally 1 block in from each square and rectangle that we built there into the corner of the body. And all you're going to do is rewatch that part of the video if you've got a super duper brain, or you can actually see visually what we've already done. All you need to do is copy the exact same onto this one. So remember, we're going to go up by 3, and then we're going to go in diagonally again. So you can't go wrong. Just literally copy the same process as what we've already done, as long as, like I said, it's going in diagonally from 1 block into the side of the body. Okay, so you need to do that on this corner, you need to also do it on this corner here and this corner here. Okay, so once you've done all of those 4 legs, we've just got that 1 space left over this side, which is the middle section, which is going to be exactly the same as what we've already done on this side. Okay, so you can either rewatch the video, or you might be able to just run backwards and forwards and have a quick glance at what you've done, and then just build that into the side of this. And once you've done that, I'm going to show you now what it looks like all in the same color before we move on to the next section. Okay, so you should have something looking like this with all your legs complete, and like I said earlier, you could have used dirt to start off with and do these as dirt legs. The reason why I've done this like this is because it's easier to show you in 2 different stages of building these legs, because obviously I didn't want to go adding the colours in while we were building because it will just complicate things. So now we've got the general structure of each leg built up, and we can now get on to adding the colours to those structures. But like I said earlier, if you use grey concrete throughout these builds, we can just knock out a few concrete blocks as we're adding in the other colours. But I'll leave that entirely up to you. Like I said, use dirt or any other block, or for ease use grey concrete, and then we'll just be knocking out a few, because predominantly these legs do have a lot of grey within them anyway. So I would prefer, well, I do recommend, should I say, using the grey concrete. But anyway, let's get down to it, shall we? So we're going to start adding the colour to the front facing part of the leg. So any front facing part towards us, we're going to actually start colouring, and then we'll switch on round to the back. So we'll place a red concrete there, followed by a light grey concrete, then cyan terracotta there, and then we're going to then up to the next cube. We're going to now place 1 there, cyan terracotta again, 1 light grey wall there. Okay, and then back to our red concrete, 1 there. Okay, up to the next cube, again, any block that's facing us at the minute we're doing, light grey concrete, cyan terracotta like that, and then we're going to put a grey wall on top. Okay, onto this little double one now, we're going to put a light grey, a grey wall, God, I can't spit words out, light grey concrete and a grey wall on top. Onto the next cube, we're going to now place another wall, followed by a cyan terracotta to the right of it there. And then this one, cyan, and then grey wall just there, and there, all the way down, looking good. Okay, and then this cube, we're going to put some wool, And then you can take out these two bottom ones here, and we're going to do cyan terracotta. I made a bit of a boo-boo there, and I just realised afterwards, 2 cyan terracotta in there. Down to the next cube, we're going to skip that one, and then on the last cube, we're going to just place 2 grey walls. So that's every block facing us on the first leg that we've just done. So all we're going to do now is spin around to the back side. So every cube and rectangle, let's say, that's facing us now, we're going to actually start blending in as well. All right. So we're going to start with here on the inside. We're going to place grey wool. Okay, now switching to our cyan terracotta. I don't know why I placed it there because it's meant to go in the middle. Okay, grey concrete on top there. Okay, now switching this bit here, we're going to put grey wool on the inside of that one. And then we're going to put a little bit of cyan terracotta in the centre one there. Then going up to the next cube, we're going to place a red concrete. And then we're also going to put some grey wool just underneath it there. Next rectangle, we're going to place a a cyan terracotta in there. And then on this side, we're going to now go back to grey wool, like so. And then up to the next cube, we're going to place a light grey concrete, followed by a grey wool underneath it. And then this cube here, or the rectangle, so we're just changing that one block there with the wool. Some cyan terracotta on this one, and some grey wool underneath. And then this cube, we're going to put some wool again. And then this one, we're going to put a little bit of cyan terracotta, and then underneath here we can put a little bit of grey wool, and that is nearly it. That last one, there we go, a little wool underneath as well. So I just want to say as well, right, I would say if you want to just make things a little bit spicy and go freestyling on me, do it, because I think the more you blend these in, the better it will look. Alright, so have a little bit of creativity yourself and see what you can come up with. We're going to now do the middle leg now. Okay, so again, any block that's facing us, we're going to do it. So here we go, we're going to place some grey wool there. We're going to go red concrete here, cyan terracotta underneath that. Then we're going to knock out these 3 blocks here, and we're going to put in some grey wool there, there, and there. Okay, moving on up to this little section here, we've got a bit of grey wool there as well. Up here, we're going to take them 2 out, we're going to put a little bit of cyan terracotta in there. And then on top, we're going to put a red concrete. Okay, looking good so far. These 3 can be taken out, and again, you can use some grey wool just to fill those in. And then while grey wool's in our hand, we're going to put one there, and then one on that corner as well. Take out this block here and there, and then we're going to place some there as well. Okay, looking good. Knock out that block, light grey concrete, and then we're going to go with some cyan terracotta this time, a little bit more grey wool there and there. That's it, looking good. Okay, we're nearly there, so knock out them 2 blocks. We're going to put some cyan terracotta there and there. Okay, looking good, look at that. And that's the first sort of side of our middle leg. Okay, now we're going to switch on round and do every block that's facing us on the middle leg. Okay, so grey wool again next to that red, and then we'll put some there as well. We're going to come up above that. We're going to now place a red concrete, followed by a cyan terracotta below that as well. Light grey concrete just to the diagonal there. Some grey wool we're going to place there and there. And then knock out that top block and put some cyan terracotta in. Okay, so knock that block out and put some grey wool there as well. And then going up here, we're going to now place grey wool all the way up to there as well. Looking good. Okay, knock this one out, put some grey wool there. And then we're going to go with our cyan terracotta on top. And then we're going to take out these 3 as well. And we're going to go back with our grey wool. There's a lot of grey wool on this side. 2 there like that. Knock out that one, a bit of cyan terracotta on top. Okay, we're going back to a grey wool there, there, and there. Those 3 blocks. Okay, looking good so far. Take out that one there, a bit of grey wool. Take out these 2 there, and we're going to use a little bit of cyan terracotta just to fill those in. And that, my friends, is the middle leg all complete. Okay, look at that. So you should have 2 legs now fully done. Okay, so now we've got 2 of the legs complete, which was the end one and the middle one. All I need you to do now is literally replicate what we've done on the other legs. Okay, so it's quite simple. All you need to do is either rewatch the video, or because you've already done the first leg, it's just a matter of looking what you need to do on this side. So all you need to do is opposite to what we've already done. So the red is on the outside of this leg, so it's going to be the outside of this leg. And like I said, it's all you're doing is replicating the exact same leg that we've already done exactly the same with the colors. But like I said, I think if you use your creative imagination, because I know you can do it, you can freestyle and just place blocks how you like. And I'm sure you'll get the nice effect as well, like I have. Just as long as you get a few of these red blocks in, at least 3 red blocks up the legs, because if you look at the picture on the Minecraft story wiki, you'll notice that there is red dots on the legs. So as long as you get those red dots in, just have a little mixture of all the you know, like cyan and the grey wool, and yeah, the light grey concrete, and I'm telling you now, it'll work out amazing. So like I said, just replicate what we've already done on the middle leg for the opposite middle leg, and this one for the other legs, okay? And that, my friends, is how you do yourself a creator. Hope you enjoyed that video. I've been zu-wii-mama, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.